I'm Laurie Blake. Welcome to the WrestleTalk News. On Fridays, we wear pink. Our top story today concerns some ex-WWE talent who are supposedly soon to once again be WWE talent. Because after Papa H took over from mean old man McMahon as the creative force behind WWE, he went on a bit of a reinstatement spree, didn't he? Bringing back a number of notable names who had found themselves released in the company's previous rounds of budget cuts. Then WWE went into a bit of a hiring freeze, happy to play with the toys it had. But Christmas is coming! The geese are getting fat and Santa's elves have been hard at work, so why not get yourself a new little toy, thinks Triple H. Or I guess an old toy with a new lick of paint. Sort of like the Generation 2 Transformers. That's a reference specifically for Luco in there. Merry Christmas. Anyway, there has been a rumour floating around for a while now that the authors of Pain could be set to make a WWE return very soon. And Fightful Select have been looking into it and discovered that there is indeed a plan for AOP's Akam and Razor to come back to WWE TV in the very near future. Now, Fightful's report says that the plan is for them to join the SmackDown brand, though that is subject to change, and the current thinking is that Paul Ellering will be joining them on TV. All the way back in January this year, Fightful had heard chatter about WWE interest in the pair, but it actually transpires in this new report that the two have actually been signed to the company for a year and a half. So apparently, right in the middle of Triple H's rehiring spree. He had the toys all along, because Fightful said that the pair were back at the WWE Performance Center back in August 2022. That's blooming mad. And while some talent have ridden the release roller coaster, they're going sometimes up, sometimes they're going down, there are others who have had much more of a steady rise in WWE. People like Bayley. Though I guess some doubt about her WWE future would have been cast by her buddy Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné, walking out of the door and working with other promotions. Though it does look like now Bayley is sticking around in WWE, as WWE sources have claimed to Fightful that Bayley has signed a new multi-year deal with the company. Because apparently WWE has been locking down multiple high-level talent to long-term contracts, Bayley's being viewed as a priority, both as a top-level in-ring and on-screen talent, but also as a well-liked member of the crew backstage among both staff and other talent. Another name from WWE's women's roster that could also be sticking around for the foreseeable future is Trish Stratus, because the Hall of Famer kind of had a bumper year in 2023, feuding with Becky Lynch as sort of the marquee moment, though she hasn't been seen since her defeat at Payback. However, it seems like Trish isn't ready to hang up her boots just yet, because speaking on Gore TV, hi SoCal Val, she reminisced on the year that was and potential plans for the future, saying 2023 was probably the most insane year I've had on all fronts. I have a lot of things percolating and we'll let you know when we can let you know. I'm excited, we're on a roll here, good things are happening, new opportunities, and stuff that I didn't even think I could tap into that I am. It's been fun. I can't wait. And she ended the entire thing off with, that was fun. I look forward to doing that again next year. I'm so excited. Do you want to see Trish Stratus back in the WWE ring? Let us know in the comments down below. In contrast to those whose 2024 is now strictly WWE, a whole bunch of recently released talent now have the opportunity to explore all of the options in the wider world of wrestling. That's because as of yesterday, December 21st, the likes of Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Matt Riddle, and more were officially set free after fulfilling their 90-day non-compete clauses. We will start with perhaps the biggest name of the lot, Dolph Ziggler, who was announced for his first match away from WWE in 2 decades at World Wrestling Council in Puerto Rico on January the 6th. Now, Ziggler has been linked with moves to AEW, which will just file with everyone else under the devil, and even to TNA as their rumoured biggest ever signing that Scott D'Amore keeps hyping up recently. Now, Ziggler is also advertised for another appearance in the new year alongside the original bro Matt Riddle at the MCW Fan Jam and anniversary shows on February the 4th. Speaking of Riddle, as reported earlier this week, he will be making his return to WWE's recent courtroom rival MLW, taking on Jacob Fatu at the promotion's Kings of Colosseum event also on January the 6th. But it seems like Riddle's MLW return is also far from a one-off, as the promotion's CEO, Court Bauer, has confirmed on Busted Open Radio that Riddle has indeed signed a contract with them, saying he's going to be on virtually all of our shows going forward. Where that takes us down the road, we'll see. He's able to work for other places, just to let everyone know that, but he's primarily with us. While Riddle puts pen to paper with MLW, another man who has also done the same is Mace, or Marseille, should I say. That rhymed. Wow. But I should clarify that by pen to paper, I do not mean a contract, as in a post that mirrors the famous Cody Rhodes global checklist from way back when, Marseille has listed some rather interesting future opponents on his wish list, rattling off a bunch of dream matches with the likes of your mum and your dad, as well as the true spectacle with renowned grappler Godzilla, and of course, the number one heel in the history of video games, Final Fantasy VII's own Sephiroth. Sephiroth! That just happened. I mean, I would pay money to see that. In the meantime, though, both Mace and Mansoor are hitting the indies, already appearing at Deadlock Pro Wrestling Show on December 10th, with further appearance at Effie's Big Gay Brunch, and GCW also set for January. It's a crazy month for wrestling, and it's my birthday. Speaking of GCW, one release star has already appeared for the promotion, wasting absolutely zero time in returning to work, that being AJ Francis, aka Top Dollar, who showed up in a mask at the GCW Holiday Special yesterday, attacking Joey Janela. Now, the former Hit Row star had previously been announced for the promotion's Look At Me event on January 26th, but it's like over a month in advance. It's not even Christmas yet. Busy boy. Unlike Dollar, Shelton Benjamin is seemingly begrudgingly exiting his 90-day non-compete, posting a hilarious video on Instagram dubbing his voice over a clip of Godzilla awakening from slumber. There's a lot of Godzilla today. And Transformers. Luke Owen is jizzing somewhere quietly in a room. I don't know. So does that confirm also that Mace's Dream Godzilla match is in fact just a match with Shelton Benjamin? Well, maybe. Lastly, we finished the roundup with perhaps the most bombastic of all announcements, as Mustafa Ali showed his creative flair that he rarely got to show in WWE by teasing a whole heap of matches for 2024. In a very well-produced video posted to social media that mimicked the political vignette he did in NXT before his release, Ali announced a whole 2024 campaign with a video that potentially teased a move to AEW, among a bunch of other things. Now, Ali showed off a bunch of stars who he seemingly is very keen to face, including Kazuchika Okada, Matt Cardona, Mike Bayley, Vikingo, TMDK, and AEW stars Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. And Ali's confirmed indie date sees him competing for many different promotions such as Progress, Defy, GCW, and more. Bloody Rev Pro was on there. 2 such dates will also see Ali take on names featured in the video, with a sure to be insane 3-way against Vikingo and Gringo Loco announced for Dreamwave's February 10th event, as well as a match with Mike Bayley for Prestige on February 25th. 2 crazy potential Match of the Year contenders confirmed for 2024 already. You bloody love to see it. Now to a major new update on a story that could have major implications on both WWE and AEW, that being the apparent interest of Warner Bros. Discovery in potentially picking up WWE Raw in 2024. That also rhymed. It just happened. As you will no doubt be aware, Raw's TV rights are the last on the negotiation table for WWE at present, with SmackDown signing with the USA Network and NXT with CW. While WBD had floated around as a potential home for Raw, it didn't seem all that likely. That was until David Zaslav's number one guy, CM Punk, stepped foot back in the company, and as Dave Meltzer put it on Wrestling Observer Radio, opened a closed door. With AEW's contract with Warner Bros. Discovery also up in 2024, it truly is an uncertain time for both companies in regards to a potential future on the network. Something that is only made more uncertain by a new development, that being the news of a huge merger between Warner Bros. Discovery and fellow entertainment juggernaut Paramount. Speaking yesterday on Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer, though, did give us all some peace of mind on how the merger could affect any potential WWE or AEW deals for Warner Bros. Discovery in 2024. He said they're in merger talks, the first stage. I don't anticipate that whatever happens, I don't think that this potential merger is going to affect potential WWE or AEW TV deals, because it's going to take time to put that together. Meltzer then continued to explain that due to Warner Bros. Discovery being a bigger company financially, it would be them still making the decisions, not new people from Paramount. As for the status of WWE's potential future on Warner Bros. Discovery, though, Meltzer also revealed that a deal is majorly and absolutely still in play, and that will not be music to Tony Khan's ears. However, Meltzer believes that AEW's lower cost compared to WWE's reported $387 million asking price per year for Raw could play in TK's favor. He said, in terms of cost per viewer, Raw is so much more expensive than AEW. Even if AEW had a big raise, it'd still be cheaper per viewer. Adding also, the AEW viewer is a 13% higher money earner than a WWE viewer. There's that value too, which is rarely talked about. I assume that means they buy more merchandise. Although saying that, Meltzer does admit that WWE is always going to be number one, bringing in more viewers and in turn making the station look better in the rankings of the TV stations compared to what AEW can offer. So which is it? PR or cold hard cash? Finishing up today, we have news of, oh, would you look at that? It's an AEW star finishing up with the company. How fitting. That star is, of course, QT Marshall, who we've spoken about before, and if you've been keeping up with the news, has already made public that he is departing AEW, with Tony Khan also confirming as much. Despite technically being a member of AEW up until his contract expiry on January the 1st, Fightful Select is reporting that Marshall has already effectively finished with the company. Now, according to the report, Marshall isn't a presence backstage and hasn't been at any AEW shows in many weeks now. And the future of Marshall in the company has been the subject of much speculation since his announcement of his impending departure, with WWE a rumored destination, unsurprisingly, due to his close friendship with Cody Rhodes and his reputation as being a bit of a jack-of-all-trades worker both on-screen and backstage, though he wants to focus on the wrestling stuff, from what we heard of the AEW reports. However, despite many in WWE reportedly pushing for the company to sign Marshall, he is reportedly adamant on continuing his in-ring career, something he had little opportunity to really do in AEW and likely might not get to do in WWE either. Another potential sign that he may be set to go on his own indie run of sorts, because we had a report from Fightful that revealed that the former AAA Latin American champion plans to use his own Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling trademark. We don't know how he's going to do that, but maybe he's starting his own promotion. But make sure to stay tuned to WrestleTalk.com for any further updates. Well, that's it, folks. Happy Friday, happy Christmas. Head on over to Chaotic Neutral to watch our brand new D&D series, which is starting today. To bloody day. It's only taken me 5 years to make that channel. 5 bloody years. And it's out today. So please go watch it, please. Honestly. What's it all for if you don't go and watch it? Honestly.